Okay. So I will be asking you first these questions. Probably you know this game here. Did you recognize them, some of them?
Video games.
Video games, right? So I would like to ask a question, okay? Should video games be considered a sport? What's your opinion? I'll probably be asking one by one. I would choose only three, okay? Probably we save time that way. Um, Rosario, sh-
Oh,
according
okay.
to you, should video games be considered as a sport?
I think video games like a lot to children, but it is not very, very good if they use these video games so much time because they don't study and do productive things. But a sport, I don't agree to be considered as a sport, only just for fun. But don't children shouldn't be allowed to use video games too many hours. It's not good for them because they can use their time doing another useful things. For example, practice sports, but playing chess, perhaps playing football, swimming, those are more healthy for them. That's my
Thank
opinion.
you. That's right. Thank you. What about you, Magda? So probably you can tell us something that you consider.
I would consider. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that for Martha or Magda? I'm sorry.
Well, Magda.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So I would. I think that since they are also games or like considered games because they demand like let's say discipline or practice. I would consider like they are like mind sports rather than a physical sport. So I would change the name to digital sports because they are also how can I say it they also share things like competition, like training, and as well audience engagement. So whether like they don't get in the traditional physical sport, it's a mind sport.
Yeah, perfect. Good. We think. Right. Look, I will be asking one more of you, and then we're gonna make it some things. Okay, Raina, hi.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, hello, Raina. Raina, sorry, what's your opinion about this question? Should video games be considered as a sport?
Okay, I will consider like a free time activity, but not sport, because people they are not face to face. So that's
Mhm.
my opinion for that.
Okay, perfect. Right. Good job. So here, look at this point. I will show you this activity. So listen, for example, here you have here's a text about based on an opinion. And at the same time here you have some questions. Okay. So these questions are related to this opinion. What you have to do is only check true or false and then you submit your answers. Is that right? Yeah, so far so good with instructions.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. You will be given yeah, only 3 minutes. Yeah, because you're like you can handle this. So only 3 minutes for these activities. Can you confirm if you have access to the link? You have access, right? And yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, ready. So you have only 3 minutes. No more. Okay, 3 minutes so far. Clock them.
No, sí, es sucio, o sea, despintado, es sucio. No, estas son flores.
Okay, thumbs up. Yeah, okay. I, I will stop. You can probably stop sending your point. Okay, perfect. I will stop your. Okay, probably you have now the punctuations, but the punctuation it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Now I would like to share something very important here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, share here. Let's focus on this part. You know, here we have one true and then there's false. Oh, why false? Video games involve physical sections similar to traditional sports. Hmm. Who can tell me why false, what not true? Let's check Let's check the right answers. Okay. So what about for you? What for you is the number one?
It says that video games do not involve physical exertion, but they require mental focus.
Mm-hmm. Good. Everybody agrees. For example, in the video games require skill, concentration, strategy, like just like traditional sports. What do you think about that? Is it true or false? Well, actually, everybody agrees, so I think it's okay. Professional gamers spend a lot of time training and participating in tournaments. Okay. Yeah, obviously, yeah, like that. Esports players do not train on master. Yeah, of course, right? What is the main difference between them? For example, what's the main difference between why a sport player do not train as much as traditional athletes? What do you think that?
Because traditional games involves more physical training,
Yeah, physical training, more time, right?
more time, yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
more time. And the last one. Oh, sorry. Can you analyze this text? Is it the language is formal or informal?
I believe it's formal because also they use linking words. Um,
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
mm.
Any other reason why you consider this text as a formal format? Was a formal one?
Also, they don't use contractions.
Perfect. We can see contractions, right?
Contractions with the use of the linking
Perfect.
words.
Question, what happened if I change instead of saying for example this word here, what happened if I do this? I'm taking out this expression from this text. What happened if I do this? Is it formal or now it's informal? What's your opinion? Is it continue being formal now or is it now informal? Okay, I will be asking you better one by one instead of asking. Let's check. Rosario, if I change, for example, the word, in my opinion, and I change to this word, is it continuing being formal? So now it's informal, this text.
Mm. I think both express opinion. Um, and
Yeah, actually both expresses opinion,
they
but
are
the level
similar.
of the appropriacy.
They are similar. They are continued formal.
Okay. Actually, in the word, in my opinion, is formal, and I think it's more informal. It's not formal. It's much more than your text. For example, if you visualize here, the level of this opinion essay, this is an opinion essay. The opinion essay should be academic, no?
Academic.
And look at that. And everything, and there's no contraction because when we use contractions, everything is informal. You cannot use similar expressions as we are accustomed to using, no? In our daily life, basically, no? So we normally say, I think, so it's like a little bit informal in this term. So look at this. Today, I will teach you how to create, just in a general format, okay, how to write an opinion essay, yeah? But in a general format, I mean, because in the lesson will be strictly like thesis statements and something like that, not like checking everything part by part. As you know, an opinion essay has 3 parts, right? So the first one obviously is known as introduction. Then we have the body paragraph, and obviously we have the conclusion. They are the same, okay? They are really organized. For example, in my opinion, everything is organized, okay? The point is that inside the introduction, inside the body paragraph, and inside conclusion, you have different parts. When we say present the topic, it is more like how the first idea of what you're going to create. Okay, from the, for example, let's talk about COVID-19. Okay, like few years ago, you say, well, COVID-19. It's like your general idea, and from the general idea, you state your opinion and clearly. As you can see, this is disorganized. This is not organized properly. So it has the same information from here. The point is that you have to analyze which one is it. It's easy. It won't take a lot of time. So what you have to do is drag these ones, only drag them. For example, from here, you drag. Only in the part. For example, if for you is, for example, present the topic. For you is this one, you put it here. Okay? Do you understand? You only organize according to this one. Is it ready? And is that okay? Is it clear? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Question, everybody has access to computer?
Well, in my case, no.
No,
No,
teacher.
Yeah, okay. Who has it? Nobody?
No.
Yeah, okay, nobody. Yeah, don't worry. So I will do it. So here you have this point, okay? I will share this one as a link in your activity. Yeah, in the chat you have a link. This is the same order. Yeah, and probably you help me to organize this point. Can you help me organize this activity? In the chat you have the link of this point. Please, can you have 1 minute and analyze what is the first one, what is the second one, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth? To organize all of them. Okay? Analyze this, takes 1 minute, and tell me the right order.
uh, Cancer, yeah. In my opinion, video games.
Okay, yeah. What's the first one? Which one is present the topic? according to the order. Look at that. According to this order. Probably there is one that is not here. Yeah. I will help you. Look at that. The debate over over whether video games should be considered as a sport has been growing with some viewing. This is present the topic. Why? Because, for example, first of all, at the very beginning, when you plan to write, first of all, you need to have your general point of view. And from your general point of view, then you create your point of view. That's why the comes next is, in my opinion, this is you're stating here your opinion clearly. This is your opinion, but in general matters. Okay, and what we need here is the other ones. Okay, here more should be more like this where it says clearly. Okay, now which one comes next? The topic sentence explaining your point of view. What is, according to the text that you have, what comes next? You have the link in the chat. So you can click on it and you can see it. There is although, right? Although video games. This is your point of view. Favor or an against. Then you provide examples. You sure? And you say therefore. This is the organization. Where is the example here? In this chart, what is the example? Because it says provide supporting an example. What is the example? Can you recognize?
For instance, the global esports industry has seen the rise of the athletes.
Exactly, from here, right? For instance, this is the activity. For instance, right here. For instance, the global esports, and then. So here you can see what are the right composition or the right order when you plan your lesson. As you can see, the organization is not repeated. Can you see? Everything is not repeated. Everything is organized. So let me check. Probably you have. Okay. So I will provide you this link also. Okay. And what comes next? Organization. Yeah. Now look at this. Here we have some expressions. Okay, for example, to start, you have the introduction ideas. In my view, from my perspective, it is believed that, I'm comes this, that. Conclusion, of course, you have in conclusion, to sum up, in the light of evidence presented, given the arguments above, which one is contrasting and supporting? Is it right? This is the correct order, contrasting idea.
Yeah, it's correct.
However,
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
very good. So here we have some more formal activities. And as you can see here in the formal ones, you cannot see, I think. It might be, from my perspective, is it my belief that, I'm convinced that, on the one hand, on the other hand. However, there is contrasting view, while some may argue, constantly, is it evidence that, there's no doubt that, no, it's like, oh, for example, they suggest that clearly it can be observed that, no, it's more formal, the language. Okay, the language is more formal. So this is very important when you use these expressions. Your ideas should be organized and also in that part. So today you are the writers today. I think you have the ability to write in your cell phone even. Okay. So this is your topic. Okay. So this is I don't know. I want to share this link. I will share the link with you. Okay. But I don't know if you can write from your cell phone. I don't know. However, let's check. Okay, we give you everything in links, okay? So because the idea is that you can write on this point. Yeah, here you have. Look at that. This is your topic, okay? So we and I, that's perfect. Look, you're going to write an opinion between 100 to 100. 100, that's enough, okay? But you will have 12 minutes. You will have 12 minutes to write an opinion. Okay, you have to write an opinion essay. Okay, between 100 to 120 words. You know, 100 words is enough. It's not a lot. It's just enough. Question for you, school uniforms. Should school uniforms be mandatory in all schools? Is the question. Based on this question, you have to create a similar opinion like this. Okay? Do you understand? The point is, I don't know if you can write on your chat, but look what I'm going to do. Probably individually, probably we will have a lot of time. So you will be divided in group of three, okay? You will divide it in three. It means you three, you have to write one opinion essay. So you share ideas, exchange your ideas, okay, and you write everything. For you, the ideas you can write here, but I don't know if you can write from your cell phone. Mm. You can write in a piece of paper, right?
Yes, yes, it's better.
Yeah, better in a piece of paper. Look,
And
this
we
is the
read.
topic. Okay, this is the topic, and I will share the link. I will share with you this link. So probably you have access to the material and you can check some words. Okay, so only writing a piece of paper, and at the end, I'll be sending you an email. So you take a photo of what about you have written, okay, and you send it to me. Is it okay? Yes?
Mm, okay.
So you will be divided in three, okay? Just give me a moment. I will share to break our room so you have the opportunity to
Teacher, I'm
be.
sorry, one question. Are we going to have that material available like for how much time, let's say for weeks or just for days?
Or if you want, you can download because the link
Mhm.
is already in the chat. So
Oh,
you
okay,
can,
great.
yeah, you can click on here and you can put download as many times you want.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
for that.
Okay, okay, don't worry. So let's see. Oh, we're night. Let me check. Sisa Kala lady is one. Hello, Kala. You here? Lady also? Guerra, Lily, is it that right? Oh, okay. I need to. Okay, you will be divided better in two because there are some of them that are not participating. Let me check here, here, here. Okay, the group number one should be like Sisa, Carla, Lady, Marta, and the group number two is Ada. Okay, Guerra, Magda, and wait, I will change some of you. Okay. Here, this one. Okay, very good. Ada Lucia, Lily, I think, and Magda, you are group number 2. And group number 1 is Cesar, Carla, Marta, and Rosario. Okay. Right, you four concentrate to provide information, to organize information, and write in a piece of paper. Okay, write in a piece of paper, and then after finishing that, I will be asking you for. Okay, probably I will send an email, and probably I would check you. I would check that. Okay, is it right? Okay. Yeah, there you have the information, the organization, the link, so you have access. So can you accept the invitation and access so you can contribute with your PS? You can contribute here. What's your point of view? No, to write everything. Thank you very much. So go ahead. Hello, Lady Lily. You're going to be working together. I don't know if you are available. Okay, don't worry. Okay. Will you be able to finish?
Yes.
Very good. So let me share. Probably you can take a photo.
Yeah, take a photo.
Sure. And probably you can write here.
Mm,
I don't know if you can take a photo. You can send it to this email.
oh,
Just in case you have
yes,
time.
uh, email. What
Sure.
email? Sorry.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. Oh, can't you send pictures here? Ah, but you can send pictures here in the here in the chat box.
Chat box.
Sure, because there is an option in which you say files. You can add files.
Advice. Um, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do it, but we can read aloud.
Yeah, better. Okay, let's try to do at least today you are with your cell phone, so no problem, no problem.
Okay, can I start reading?
Sure, sure, sure. Please.
Yeah. Uh, Nowadays, most of the students at school in Peru wear uniforms. In my opinion, they are very important to identify the school, students, teachers, and the name of the school. Likewise, mandatory wear of uniforms give a neat physical presentation with ponytail of the hair for women. For example, the use of school uniforms promotes equality among students and reduces social and economic difference. To sum up, using uniforms should be mandatory in all schools because it's a good way to identify the staff and students who belong to schools. That's
Okay.
all.
Okay. Okay. Now, what about the second group? Probably somebody can read it since probably we have the ability to share probably the document. Is there somebody from the second group, which is Magda, probably Magda or Lily or the Lucia? Probably you can read it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I would provide you probably Rosario. It was nice to hear, for example, your point of view. Well, actually, your groups your group's point of view. Um, at the very beginning, for example, when you put nowadays, this is an academic essay, but this is it's not an opinion essay. It's like an academic one, but not based on opinion. But that was good. You want to plant it like nowadays it should be better that the students mention and in my opinion, no, it was nice. It
Yeah.
was nice. Now, oh, but then it was good. Something, is it using uniforms or wearing uniforms?
Both. Sometimes I will wear, sometimes using, but I think
Uh-huh.
wear is better, no?
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, yes. Talking
Mm,
about related to clothes
mm.
is that. Is that. Very good. Was nice. Was nice. I wanted to listen to the other group, but don't worry, but this is part of it. You know, during the lessons, you will be obviously the lesson. This is like just a demo lesson, just to visualize what are you expected to create really in class. So as you can see, sometimes that is beneficial if you use your laptop or probably kind of tablet probably. So because you can write in the document and something like that things, no? Yes, Ada?
Yeah.
Yes, teacher, I'd like to know if I can read our job, the rule
Sure,
number
sure,
two.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Read it, please.
thanks. Okay, so from my perspective, wearing your school uniforms could be essential in some schools, as it could be considered as an internal regulation measure. It is evident that having school uniforms reduces the amount of time and energy about thinking of the clothes the students going to wear. Also, it reduces the distraction during the hours at school. On the other hand, using the school uniforms means an expense for the families, and as we know, many of the families do not have the opportunity to buy in our country. In conclusion, considering the use of the school uniforms should be considered obligatory in some schools.
Okay, good job. Good job. Great, was nice. Can you see using the formal expressions make the writing different? No, for example, elevates, no, or levels up the tone of or the register of the text, and at the same time the level of. Hmm? So normally it is better when you organize something in that way, no? Yeah, probably just one suggestion. Probably when you provide, you should give an, for example, if you say something good, support the idea why it's good. If you say something bad, support why it's bad. Okay, so in that way, it should be like very consistent one. But to be the first time, and probably you are accustomed to writing some of them, was good. You know, in general terms, was good. So in continuously in the lessons should be the work more is more individually, no, because it's much more than working in this sets. Everybody must work. Only speaking to get connected, you know. So that is something of the great things that we have in a V2 course. So well, I guess I could rather you can practice every single day, and probably let's see if we can get along with you all next Sunday. Okay. So thank you very much for today. It was all thank you. It was nice. It was nice to hear you. Active participation.